Alright, I'm bringing you here on a driving tour through Walt Disney World property with commentary. A lot of people don't get to see this because they're just in and out of the parks when they're down here on vacation. So I figured it'd be interesting, helping you to get to know the area and maybe see where you're going to be during your vacation. So first, when you come in through the exit off of I-4, this is the exit that brings you to Disney Springs. So in the start here of the road, you'll see all of the hotels, third-party hotels that are on Disney property. This one actually, there's a new construction, Drury Plaza Hotel. New construction going on here. I think it just says B Resort on the left. Right, there seems to be a little athletic union on the right. Holiday Inn on the left. Ready Creek offices over here. These are some of the... Ready Creek is the government body that Disney created down here on their property. Wyndham Hotel. So they created this government. They pretty much tax themselves to help them run everything. Maintenance for the roads, all of that. They even have a fire department. All of that, because if you watch the Disney Plus documentary, Walt and Roy actually had to spearhead water piping system, electrical system throughout all of here on their own. They had to foot that bill. So here we start with Disney Springs. The first garage is the Lime Garage. That is the garage you want to park in if you'd like to visit World of Disney, Rainforest Cafe, the Lego store. They got a Goofy candy store on that side. Amorette's Pastisserie, one of my favorite shops. We did a food blog here at Disney Springs, eating everything at Disney Springs. I recommend you guys check out with no reservations. So if there's any food you'd like to try, or you can see what's available as well. This is the Lime Garage. Right here, you see it on the right. There's actually two gas stations. We just passed one on the left here, but you'll see one on the right further down the road. Fairly expensive though. I recommend going a little bit off property if you need gas, but if you have no other choice, then you have to get gas. So across here to the left is Team Disney. It's the cast member parking. I'm not sure what else goes on there. Never worked for Disney. But that's where it is. And they have a little bridge to walk across. Next up on the right, you might see it in the distance now, is the orange parking garage for Disney Springs. Now this parking garage is for if you want to go to the AMC Dine-In Theaters, the Coca-Cola Rooftop Bar, which I recommend. You'll have a great time there. They have some amazing drinks. They have a churro stand over there, a couple of restaurants, Jaleo, the Cirque du Soleil is on this side, Pizza Ponte is there. So I know it actually has that same sort of color, dark green, but this is the orange garage. I'm not sure why I went with that color scheme. Alright. On the right, you'll see some lovely water fountains. Here. This is where the buses take off. Some buses come off here. On the left is Typhoon Lagoon. We'll just pass it, but it's just a long driveway going in. highway here. The middle lane is for buses only. They have a sort of divider in place there. It's for Disney transportation buses only, I believe. That way they don't get stuck in traffic. They can keep their guests happy. Okay, we're coming up to the I-4 sort of entrance and exit into Disney property. It's right here. So if you didn't get off prior to the property, this is mostly likely where you would come into the property. Okay, I recently learned actually from a friend that visited, what was it, a few months ago? In the spring, that here, the Bonnet Creek Resorts, this is the only property that Walt Disney was not able to purchase. And so these are completely their own entity here, and they don't have too much signage from Walt Disney World helping them out. Bonnet Creek Resorts, Club Wyndham, Hilton, and there's a Marriott over here as well. So if you're staying at one of these hotels, this is where you would make your left. And it's difficult to find because there's no proper signage. It's just what you see here on the left side. Alright, let's continue here. Recently, Walt Disney World has begun removing several of their old signs. So this sign here where there's a van there used to have Goofy, but they're taking that down or refurbishing it, I'm not sure. They also took down the Tower of Terror signage as well. And we got the Riviera Resort on the left. And here, pretty soon, you'll get a beautiful view of the Skyliner going across. If you're in a Skyliner hotel, this is how you would transport yourself. Now here is Reedy Creek Fire Department. I think it says Emergency Services. So this is owned by Reedy Creek, which is the governing body that Disney has here. And over there you can see the Skyliner. This is sort of where it crosses. And here's that other gas station I was telling you about, Speedway. There's only two, I believe there's a third one a little bit further south, but not technically part of Walt Disney World property. And in the distance there, you could see the Swan and Dolphin hotels. These are actually managed by the Marriott. They're not managed by Walt Disney World staff. Sign right there. Yacht and Beach Club is also in that direction, and I think it's at Fantasia Mini Golf. I have to say that it's very, the landscaping here is very beautiful, very beautifully kept. They take their maintenance very seriously here. There you go, Fantasia Gardens, miniature golf. Looks like something fun to do on your theme park day off. Right here, we're gonna head towards Epcot Magic Kingdom. I'd like to show you guys the back roads of Disney, something people do not normally see or have never even heard of because of the magic. But let me show you guys. It's a bit ways away, so from this point, actually I'll wait a little bit and then I'm going to fast forward it until we get to that point. I want to mention one thing about the signs here. Their plan is to replace them to a blue color from the iconic and nostalgic purple that everybody's used to seeing. There we go, that's one of the Disney buses. I love the decor. The theming here is impeccable. I love it. Actually, I think a lot of people that love driving videos like to see all of the driving, so I will not fast forward this. I'll leave it as is for your enjoyment. This is to the left, it's the Magic Kingdom parking lot. If I continue straight ahead, and that would bring you into the Ticket and Transportation Center. But we're going right into the unknown, the Disney back roads. I wanted you to see Disney offices. There's a couple of shipping areas there as well. There's an employee bank. Very interesting. Very interesting to see. You just saw there on the left but a Disney minivan. Those are available through the Lyft app for you to order. I think they have sort of prices depending on your distance. There used to be a flat fee, which was more expensive. So if you can make that a little magical part of your trip, in the Lyft app you should see minivan and you'll be able to order one. Now the difference there is that they are actual Disney employees, so the understanding is that you will get the highest level of service. These are the Disney back roads here. We are behind the hotels, definitely. It's just very foresty. There hasn't been any building, any construction back here that I've seen in the past couple of years at least. But they have plenty of land to do so if they wanted to. To the left you'll find Fort Wilderness Campgrounds. This is not to be confused with the lodge. This is where you bring your trailers or your RVs and you camp out and visit Disney. Sounds like fun. Hopefully one day I can experience that. Four Seasons over here on the left side. You'll see these homes. Looks like a small area. I'm not sure if it expands further in and it's not visible to the outside. Looks like the entrance is coming up. On the left side, you'll see here the entrance to Golden Oak. This is the $1 million mansions that Disney created in this private community. They had trouble selling them prior to the pandemic, but during the pandemic, they sold like hotcakes. There's not enough to go around anymore, and their values went up, from what I hear. So all through on the left side, you might be able to see some of the rooftops, but it's very secluded, very private area. Go. Disney Event Productions, Consolidated Warehouse, Facility Asset Management, to other guest areas. You make a right. So here you can see Walt Disney World property, Live Oak Lane. All these shipping trailers here. On the right, I guess this is just a little ATM. This is the Disney employee or cast member bank. Partners Federal Credit Union is the name of it. Some like logistic buildings, operating participants department, Walt Disney World. Buena Vista Drive. We're gonna make a left here. Show you a little bit more before we come full circle here. Transportation trucks that Disney uses. You can see the Disney logo there on the back right of the trucks. All kinds of Disney warehouses here. I don't think I've driven down on the 95 before, and the 10 west. The 10 goes east-west. But I don't remember ever seeing any of these trailers. There's also another cast member parking around these back roads. And I think that does it. We've come full circle, where this is bringing us back out towards I-4. Let me know if you'd like to see more of these types of videos down here in Orlando, more driving videos with commentary. If you have locations specifically you would like me to go to or you would like to see, leave a comment down below. I really appreciate it. And make sure to hit the thumbs up button. That really helps me out. It helps YouTube recommend this video to others who might be interested.